Banyak sobat saya terbaik.
Saya kasih tunjuk mana?
Nah, ini Beni Waheeda.
My name is Ashiq Ahmad Dar. I am from Kashmir. I have a small shop in Kerala, in south of India, selling handicrafts there. Right now, I am on a 5-day train ride home, which is a 4,000-kilometer journey. I have 4 sisters in total. 2 are married already. My third sister Waheeda and I have been the closest since we were children. Even though we have many problems to face at home, I feel pretty confident that I will find a good man for Waheeda to marry. I was a medical student in Srinagar, but my college was closed after it was destroyed in a bombing. It became so dangerous that my parents sent me to live with my uncle in southern India. Kashmir is a disputed territory, divided between Pakistan and India. For many years, it has been torn apart by political violence.
Assalamualaikum.
Tidak ngomong.
When I traveled to India for the first time, I met Ashiq Dar, a Muslim from Kashmir. This was the beginning of many things, a relationship and a project. Over the next few years, this would lead me several times to Srinagar in Kashmir, the city where Ashiq was born. When I visited Ashiq's family for the first time in 2007, I discovered that the process of arranging a marriage for his sister Waheeda was about to begin. I asked if it was possible to film this process, and the family agreed. During all this time, Ashiq and I agreed to hide our relationship out of respect for his father, since we were unsure of our future. I live with his family for many weeks at a time and sleep on the ground on thick blankets like everybody else. The family, including Ashiq, prefers to sleep in one room, even though the house has ample space.
Today, we are starting the process of finding a suitable husband for my sister Waheeda. Traditionally, this search involves a middleman, the so-called wedding agent. So first of all, we do like the wedding agent is coming. So he's showing us like some pictures.
Yep.
Like 3 guys or 2 guys. So then we choose which one we like the best. And then making appointment with the wedding agent. Mostly wedding agents are homosexual person. I mean, they cannot do any other job. Either they are wedding agents or wedding performers. While most young people still follow the tradition and accept the choice of their parents, wedding arrangements are becoming more open and flexible. My sister Waheeda can also choose, but only after my family has carefully researched the man's background and has agreed to him.
Yetki xonadar gashgasan edi. Ichi pai ke xonadar gasan. Agar sana misal ke tur gar kan thaw tel gasan gar kan thaw. Ayot ka chalan da chalan thekin. Ya gelmul chala kan. Son chi jo da chuzan. Ami ichi problem var bird chi. Da ji vaj ami kin chi garib kor te pamay kin hoye.
Maiti moro shasi moro karana pad me agar potkine sa bag karana acting ke me sahi shok amuk bas wana bas pone producer bas pone director hu bas share karan ba pone mish time ko fiera bas me varia short acting me trots singer ban ko me varia shok magar me hokul pat hi kare am shokas namaz gatin bias agoti bias be yel me mojdray موج ماي ملا مش بلا موج ماي ها نعم بوي بتوسي أنا يشون جان كسان كيا بكار بونه هو يكون ومت إسلي بيس غاري بعد بيشز بغاري أميكين
My mother died of a heart attack in 1999 during the peak of violence. It was very difficult for my father and he never married again. For Waheeda, her life changed completely. She had to take over our mother's responsibilities as the head of the household and wasn't able to complete her studies. The wedding agent and I are now going to see the first potential groom. This is the house. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Take me.
Never to eat.
Never can judge for him. Ladakh. Taj dukaan.
कोशिश कराने से
तो और गच्छ को मैं किया आयंदस
अच्छा
आयंदस भी को मैं
पाने चो माला सा
आना जोर तारा और सोरुच ना सा पाने क्या है
ना मेरा मकसद छ आगो माजन पागो
अच्छा भैया ये भी होगा बस वहाँ इंशाल्लाह स्कैस कर इसको
ये बजा था कर रहा था इसको
मकान चाहिए
Allah Teala söyledi. Yem kadro.
ana
Muhammed
इरादा छु अति बदल चीज
अच्छा No, I know what kind of taste Waheeda is having, so that's according to that I know what kind of guy she will like. The guy should be handsome and good looking for Waheeda, and the other thing is he should have a, like good business. So the other guy which we look for was not good for Waheeda because he was older than her. He was coloring his hair, I mean, which is not good, and he even didn't color nicely, so he was making like all these drops here, so I mean definitely he's not good for Waheeda.
It's running away fast.
Right now I'm going to spy on another guy who was recommended to us. To be absolutely sure, we need to ask a lot of neighbors. We try to find out about the man's past, his character, and any bad habits he might have. We also check his family's background. Everybody knows if we are asking these questions, so they know that they are asking because they want to arrange a marriage.
Jibushan khara mashular. Pataki. Machi yechi nearan sokul kan lorko susu taitasan piaran. Moishuan bisugahan badn. Sintai piaran ngayon sa pato aman imtihan hawan se timse taitnearan piaran. Suchasan hukul piaran. Natante genda. Bear genda.
Sekarang salam. Assalamualaikum. Hey Fayaz, ama tu izliyor ni?
Azana ne?
Zanen pura kaldı.
Zor bey.
Aşağı stekin yeri, restasyon ve yetlerin, tavra soğusan. Bakın ne? Kim?
Kaç yaşını ki? Kaç şikayet करते हैं बस बेटा मौजूद
बाद एक बार इशारा हो रहा है.
हाँ थोड़ा बहुत
जवान
जवान छे क्या ना तो क्या का मजे
दिया मेहरबानी.
Why Waheeda, a headstrong young woman, leaves the search for groom completely in the hands of her male relatives. I was also interested in exploring her thoughts about the traditions she maintains, often at the expense of her personal ambitions. Of course, I didn't always get the answers I was looking for.
Why is it important to her to wear the burqa when she goes out? Who is now her best confidant, her most trusted friend? No one? Masud? No. Ashiq? No?
Your father? No? So when you have a problem, who do you talk to?
Which college you have to spend one of the so.
She was trying to read the Quran and pray. That's why she made help.
How is it for Waheeda that she knows she will marry someone she doesn't know very well?
Yeah, that's it's more much can I so frankie.
What would have happened if you would have continued with acting and singing?
Teleka more wine and near it.
She joined that my father would get me. It is Shab-e Qadr, the 23rd day of fasting during Ramadan, the most holy night of the year, where Muslims believe that the Quran was revealed to Muhammad by the angel Gabriel.
What's about now,
Why don't you want to pray?
When I want, I'm praying.
Why don't you want to right now?
I don't feel I have to get up and wash face, and that I feel, oh, no, I don't want to do that.
अगर ये कौन ये पूरा ये ये हाँ तो अगर ये दुनिया से
मका दुनिया से के साथ मका के दुनिया से
किसका जो उसका कौन से क्यों और सो था
मैंने शुरू किया
मैं दूसरा से सहारा से ते कहां कहां जा रहे हैं
और की दुनिया से मौत योर इस ऑल मौत से
क्या वहां आस क्या कर रहा
Zo zo'n man die heeft ja ook wat aan je kan pas te gaan gaan. Zo zo'n je gewoon niet aan waar niet anders. Kijk gewoon als je geen bang voor je kan ook steken ik kan. Je naar de gaan af en naar de als je komt dus als je je maar je klik. Je kost je gewoon zo. Je kan van een rode die is.
ديني أنا صغيرت ليكي
क्या वज सच तरीक कत कत कर कत कर तरीक वनकस दोन ये कत ये सोर कत रो ना सो सारे रन सारे वो وٕنکٮ۪س نہٕ کینٛہہ ژٕ اوسُکھ گۄڈنِکۍ پٮ۪ٹھ ییٚلہِ ژٕ بہٕ کیٛاہ چھِ وَنان پٔتمہِ وِزِ تہِ اوسُکھ ژٕ ٹھیٖک ییٚمہِ وِزِ چھُ ژےٚ زیادَے گوٚمُت
کیٛاہ چھِ وَنان مےٚ چھُنہٕ تَران فِکری کیٛاہ دٔلیٖل
Why is Waheeda angry? Although I don't understand the content of this conversation, I can't help but feel that they somehow resent my influence on Ashiq. Ashiq and I don't often get the chance to be alone, but sometimes we do.
Tradition and go. What do we do?
It is a strange feeling for me to have to hide a relationship. Of course, I often wonder if the family already assumes that we are a couple. But Ashiq is convinced that they don't.
Nothing will damage it. Come up.
Now I will meet another of Ashiq's sisters, Sharifa, and her husband Bashir, who also acts as a wedding agent. We are invited for tea. Bashir wants to discuss a potential husband with Ashiq before proposing him to the rest of the family.
Other makan बनाए थे पात
नहीं तो नहीं ज़रूरी है इसके जो खुदा जी
रसायन है दो वर्ष से बस चांस दे गए निशान गया माच अगर तो पुरुष इस सिचुएशन में चोर नफर एक वाटर कुनी ये करना वारे जो
आज के अच्छा मुर्गिन था वो तो चल
रसायन बेचू में तो प्रॉब्लम हुआ है काम
लास्ट कारवर तीन ये ना इसके भी थकने मज़े ये चंच कोर अगर पगा लाइक आसान शिकायत
ठीक नहीं प्रॉपर्टी थी चाह सकते
हैं प्रॉपर्टी बेचो गाड़ियाँ तो शुरू में जो ना
ठीक नहीं शुरू में साजवन मसला
Waheeda told us that she had a dream last night and wants to go to the mosque to pray. I decide to come along and discover that we first have to pass through tight security.
Camera na kya? No inside. You cannot go inside.
The family wants to be sure that Waheeda and Javed are a good match. So we visit a priest who performs a numerology test based upon their names.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Var kızım oğlum var. Var. ठीक. अच्छी वन ठीक. Sutrav to suko biak sa. Uchu gasan manozan. Uchu gasan naarta hava. Sutori figri. At naaballa was abas pe. वो नारस आब छ
लड़की छु ना वाला बार कस में छु बना छु मैं तमिस बहुत आशिक करन बहुत कर
लड़की काम करन खबर छ कित क्या छ ने सारी थे पाए लड़को सुन घर हो जी तो थोड़ा जी क्यों हो जी ताई जी अगर वो घर वाली तू तो वो तो घर थी बस बिस्मिल्लाह कर पुशक पानी साग ठीक
मैंने खतर सह ठीक मे बसान पानस कि मे वहीद मे ठीक ना कि गोब किस्मत पे मतलब मे वो जन मिसाल के तौर पर ये ना कि ये वो पेरन जन से बाला यम निकाह तम बाल नाव यह नाव थी क्या तुम तीजो तुम गो वक्त पे लड़ाई पे खुदर पे ग
My sister's new name is Rabia and will be used only by her new family. For our family, she will remain Waheeda.
Yani ki yani zaten kaç şarara çok az ne? İtkerin desemez kod yani şarara dedi ki. Diye tumut vakit o zaman kim vakit abi ya. Ayge kaç.
Rüzgar banosi yapayım ana mi? Nada sin starter gar बनावे कोरानी में जिदस पच से पोज बना
Kaylık susuna bazı.
Hadi böyle daha görmeye.
Aman bana bu çon अगर जन तोर रोय पे लाशस बहुत सान तक गस नाम तन सस मोदन के वा
नाम तर काते नहीं.
या शीतन या सात
लियोर ते का 50 तक
ती तोर गस नास पने सको फारा गस
गोय ने ते लागो जम जतने निशान का.
Why can you not say no? This is too expensive, I can't do it.
And then they will tell me this is the beginning, so what do you do after that? So if you cannot afford right now the beginning, and what do you do next? So from this I don't feel they love me. If they make me pressure on so much.
And then there's a new obstacle. Ashiq found out through a good friend that Javed was in prison. Bajir is angry about this mistrust towards Javed. He wants to know who told them.
Pachu time apor robust on it.
अंदर से होना था तो पात प्रो किया तो टाइम पर चुम्मा पाई किया तो मुझे किसी में पाई पूरा कार से सुई का कौन कार्य करा के ना या अरे सुई गोच कार से करा के ना क्या से करा के मैं तो वो क्या ना वो तो मोमेंटल सी ना वो तो ये 4 वर्ष ना वो तो क्या क्या था
आई है
बंद हो उसका था
कि हम ज्यादा इंसान सोचा वाला का कार गैस में ये अच्छा वाइन
तो मतलब वहाँ से जमा से कोई कार है ना
ना टाइम ही चलना पाए
Sekarang dia opsi sekarang. Sekarang tens phone. Agar saya tens hubungan mati, phone set su. Nah ini kayak kos mau isu mas.
Sekarang direct phone dah sekarang.
Itu top.
Teacher. Hello, Tsakaito. Never took my door. Never that to go with don't try that and bond. Don't try that and was with bond. So one tag got you to you. Come on, tag good and pet. Ah, just a number because also it's worth why.
Тем решим год сидеть домой таханчик. Тут поза чего мы год анте. Așa șana fata.
Mă mai gine bag. Nu știu că tot bea, eu tot be, mă bakery to nice sar. De seama mă soni moju be.
The family is concerned that Javed might have been involved in the underground opposition movement against the Indian government, which has controlled Kashmir for decades. If Javed had been involved, the Indian military could imprison him at any time, and the lives of 2 families would be destroyed.
Magar metreni şuri varıyor, bac. Mongo yimma samasi support karan apori, aman es aida nivan, aida no stravan, esi karan band, esi karan kya. Pata esim pane mati havan. Mükesti çala, magar mükesin tuz, ya mükesi rapimaz pumon kana. Ay, varya laita. Tamnasna pato emisna şum galik tum. Mango yamsat çamposman talaşı valaşı kar. Mango rahat se asan naite maz söri garbala. Nirpot aram karan tirpot esne kar.
Bacana bonu ko sahi ke dasi pede. Oh, yaar bole ni khabar. Oh.
Zaban se yimges rozin kamyab. Yaşamana yim rozan kamyab, met roza agar short madeydi, met roza diyor ठीक yimges kamyab roz. Şu paspan sa. Bence bu cevap. Makale kar. Bu az TV se pişelim.
Okay, Tavya.
Yapmayın falan imdat.
Ya hakaras bu vapas.
The family is getting ready for a final mission to research Javed. I will join them, but before that, I'm instructed by Waheeda's younger sister Masrat in what to shoot and the types of questions to ask.
How he looks.
Yeah.
This is I want to see everything there. How his environment.
Okay.
You should shoot that.
Okay.
No, but will be a problem.
I think here maybe, yeah. Is the t-shirt going over?
Yeah.
Oh, but the red.
Now we are going to Javed's neighborhood for spying. So this is our team. My father comes with us, Bashir, my brother-in-law, Gafar, who is our best friend and neighbor, and myself.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Wait, Danny, let them go first. Until they are. Kotaya?
Are we all in there?
काम क्या करा?
Tim छ करा काम भाई हाल तक बने
बस क्या
ये इशारा पर बने
नहीं सोच लॉकआउट लड़के सुन लॉकआउट भी नहीं वायरल तमिस द बोरो के ना मिलिटेंट ओस ना
Everything seems to be alright with Javed, and we will now pay Javed's family an informal first visit.
This one is house. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. This is his father. Yeah.
The families share tea and cake, and the elders smoke a hookah. And I'm urged to ask Javed a couple of questions.
Just for you.
What kind of business you have?
Business saffron.
What is it called?
With the saffron.
Saffron. Is it a reliable business? Is it a good business? Yeah?
Yeah, okay, it's okay, yes.
Do you make good money in the year?
It's okay, yes.
And why has he been in prison?
So क्या जरूरत है बान?
मैं मालूम है क्या पाने.
So मतलब क्या अगर पाने हो ये मालूम क्यों ना पाने यार?
तो business में कैसा किया था?
This is here all saffron land. This is his own. Here. So this will be.
This is a lakod ladka, Ashiq. John ladka. Beshi mehnat karan. Mind you, to get khan ka gaya so wood boiling.
This Javed is very smart, good looking, also having normal business, which is not bad, and then he has also not bad the bad habits. So for that reason, we decided he's a good one.
Yeah, Javed is a nice guy. I have seen him 3-4 times at my brother-in-law's home, and he's very nice guy, and he's very.
ايش كمان ما باشتني وقلت كده تفهموا بورا باشتني هي هات زاده انت بيت من قش برا ناي اصل ازت كسر وزنه هو وانا شو تاسي she's really confused.
Now that we have made the decision to go for Javed, everyone is happy and relieved, especially Waheeda. We are all ready for a break, and the whole family is going for a picnic in the mountains to celebrate.
Hello.
Very good.
میون مقصد اوس اگر ؤری زٕ نیرہَن چون قٕسطٕ گژھِ ہا أتھۍ منٛز پَتہٕ جاداد یوت اوس اَسہِ علاوٕ رَنوٕنۍ ٲس کُنی یہِ چھِ وَنان پَتہٕ تَمہِ وِزِ أسۍ یِمو پَتہٕ چھِ آسان پَتہٕ کُس یی دۄد پَتہٕ چھِ آسان سٲری کھٮ۪ن پنٛنٮ۪ن پنٛنٮ۪ن پریشٲنیو تہٕ وۄنۍ چھَسے بہٕ تہِ دِوان اگر نہٕ ژٕ کَرکھ زَن مِثال کے طور یَتھ ؤرِیَس منٛز پانَس خانٛدر تہٕ مگر گٔنٛڈِتھ تھاوَو ژٕ نیرَکھ یوکُن اَسہِ کیٛازِ أسۍ وٕچھون کوٗر یِتھ کٔنۍ وۄنۍ زٔمیٖنَس چھِ اوٚتانۍ گژھان کوٗر وٕچھِنۍ چھِ سہل وۄنۍ چھُ گژھُن اَسہِ یورٕ نیرُن لٔڑکہٕ بَنُن چھُ مُشکِل کوٗر بَنٕنۍ چھِ سہل یہِ چھُنہٕ مَسلہٕ تہِ کینٛہہ بَنہِ نہٕ کوٗر وٕنکٮ۪ن چھِ کورِ آز کورِ گٔمژٕ دُنیاہَس
گژھنَس گژھان مُشکِل
تَتھ گژھِ نہٕ مُشکِل کینٛہہ تٔمِس تہِ نِمو وارٕ وارٕ دَپَے وَلہٕ سوز رۄپیَس 2,000
ژور ساس کیٛازِ 2,000 تَمہِ سۭتۍ کیٛاہ چھِ اَنان 2,000
نِموس وارٕ وارٕ چیٖزَن نِموس
زٕ نَے وَسان نہٕ وٕنکٮ۪س نَکھ
بہٕ نہ چھَس وَنان چون تہٕ پَنُن کَتھ چھِ وَنان خانٛدر کَرو یا
تِتہِ کَتھ تہِ یی نہٕ کَرُن کیٛاہ یی
دۄیہِ ریٚتۍ ژورِ ریٚتۍ مٲلۍ ژھٕنمو چھُس نہ تَران ییٚتہِ کوٗشِش یہِ چھُ وَنان
They want me to marry a Kashmiri girl.
And what does Waheeda say?
She also wants that.
خبر وٕنہِ بِسمِلٕے تہٕ اَمہِ گوٚو وَدُن وۄنۍ
ژٕ کیٛاہ رووے ییٚمِس کیٛاہ یور پانہٕ یِمَے دۄہ ترٛےٚ گژھِ
یہِ چھِ زَنان یِمَن ویٖل گَرٕ پَکناوان بہٕ کَس پَکنٲوِتھ گَرٕ
اَدٕ ژٕ کیٛاہ وَنان چھِ
وَدان کیٛاہ ییٚتہِ نہٕ کٲنٛسہِ آسان ژۄچہِ کھٔنٛڈ کانٛہہ
ژٕ وَن وۄنۍ یوت بہٕ کَرٕ سُہ چھُ پَتہٕ سہل مَسلہٕ ژٕ نیر خۄدایَس حوالہٕ نہ اَدٕ کیٛاہ کَرِ وَنان کیٛاہ چھَکھ ژٕ پَکھ گوٚژھ أمۍ چھُ رینٛچو گوٚمُت آز بوٗزتھٕ وۄنۍ چھُ أمِس أمۍ سُنٛد دَراز لٲگِتھ پَتہٕ کَتہِ کَرنَس ییٚمہِ ٹایمہِ فون وَلہ دِیِو رۄپیہِ دَہ سوز ژٕ پونٛسہٕ اَسہِ چھِ ڈاکٹر
یہِ چھِ میون
The only question is that Masrat wants to continue to study, and I understand that. But that reason she cannot do all the household work on her own. So what's the problem of getting someone to help her with the household? Even though it's not someone from the family, meaning your wife. This is what I still don't quite get.
I mean, they want, rather than stranger to be in a house, they want like my wife. And it's only just, I mean, kind of, I can say like, they just forcing me and nothing else.
When they clearly listen, they hear that you don't want to marry, so why don't
I told them.
No, why don't they respect your wish?
But they just push me, they are just forcing me to do this.
Family expectations also weigh heavily on Masrat, who is one of the top students in all of Kashmir. She fears that she will be forced to sacrifice her studies for the family.
मकसद सुन में आजमान खराब कर क्या अगर पकना चो चोट तम तो एठू वेठू बजू सारा खुदा तो रसूल तो कहना मुआजिब अगर वह शाह त्रा तमिस यूं तुस से कुछ वह मगर तम खोल यमिस फेरन बोन सू खोलनस थोद वह दाग जनान पाना जनान पान यू दाग लबनस मान अज गन वुचन तमिस मेनिस ग
हेलो वन ये ना सच क्या पहलगाम वन सोच ना कौन यार बात
वीडियो तो लोग सो अरे ना क्वेश्चन अड़ जाया क्या तो अड़ का ना है खाना क्वेश्चन है कोरंग मैं करना मोटा ट्राई तेरे के मास्टर दोस्त ना सहा कर देते हैं तो है जवान तो जना आगे से और कौन ना अच्छी दीवार मास्टर में वो में शिकार माना खाना लगा पागल पागल तुम मार्क्स क्या वजह से कंट्रोल करेगी इनको आशक ना बड़ा आसान पांच खाना उनको क्या काट कर आशक उन्हें डायरेक्ट यम में मान ये स्टेट कर खाना तो घर शनि को ये कहती तेरे मैंने टाइम भी ना क्या क्या चीज़ करना उन्हें स्पो ये तो उन्हें करना स्पो तो शी बेन हूँ तो मैं बेन ही मुझे शुरू में कुछ नहीं पानी खाते क्या टाइम से पानी खाने इसका पाठ है जुमान चाहिए वहाँ कर ही नहीं और चला इधर तेरे
Deen, Islam is going to supersede. It's going to prevail with us or without us. If we don't do the job, Allah will replace us.
Black
lines on his cheeks. Why? Because of his constant.
अगर से तुम जो खाना करें ये तो मेरे से बिल्कुल मन भी पास कर पाऊँ तो तेल करो तो शिकायत नहीं है मेरे से बातें चेक चुनी लाइफ तो ठीक है इगार तो ठीक है वो तो ठीक है
I never thought it would be so easy to acquire my dream property in the UAE.
This one I'm going to wait for day pass.
ना तब करो चेक तो घुमाना और ठीक है बस करते हैं वो just
You can just correct the message.
How softened his heart became, very soft.
Yeah, ऊपर बंद मतलब things one चला के लास्ट ऐसा ही है. बस वरना बका डोम वेरी कर. मुझे stand का सही अलग सो बका तो कुछ पाने है. बका ऐसा बना मतलब so right so कहीं सो तो मगर मैं नहीं पहुंच वापस किस का दिन ये मिस कहीं से साइड दो तेमिस वन को से मशीन जरूरत माल कहीं दिया से पहुंच वापस ये बाप वो साच में तेमिस दिस में साइड और मिस्टर कर कहीं पोस हम बोल मशीन यो डॉलर पहुंच जाएगा वेट करने को तो बस
यो सामने आपको दिया था शॉर्ट्स में तो सही कर
क्या तला से है
ये शो करना दिया यूज गाड़ी के पेशेंट था अच्छा सा अफरस पे टेंशन क्या ना दिया टेंशन जो आसान
या दा नेर ताशे ज्यादा गम से
जीर जीर कजी गम
ये चुवान लड़ाई कर
जे पता बुझस कोसन कोकर तो बॉक्स में पाई हम थोन गाड़ी के से कोऑपरेशन गस बिज आशकस क्या भाई तो दे नजर
इस बड़ी दुनिया में भी सितारा ना हुआ इस बड़ी दुनिया में I'm trying to make myself happy. But why all the bad things coming to me so much?
And why are you singing it?
I just thought it.
Are you thinking you are that kind of man?
Yeah, right now I think.
Your father said yesterday something about he was wondering why you don't want to get married yet.
Actually, my father was just showing me, like he was giving me some clues that if you have some relations with Dani. So I said, no, it's nothing like that. So you don't worry.
So how do you feel about that you lied to your father?
There was also if I will tell him true that okay, so this is true, and then he will feel bad. So I also don't like that he will feel bad about me.
That was surely not a satisfying answer to me. But in the meantime, we continue with the wedding arrangement, a function that solidifies the relationship between both families.
As a first sign of commitment between our families, Javed's mother and some relatives come to visit us. The two families now enter into a relationship. This is a ritual and cannot be broken. To seal this union, Waheeda receives 2 gold medallions and a money gift. My father receives sugar cubes, a symbol of a sweet relationship.
I find out that it is tradition that Waheeda and Javed cannot see each other before the wedding. However, there can be a secret meeting between them so that they can get to know each other.
It will be possible. Our meeting is possible. Appointment. Yeah. Don't make noise there. No. I will be quiet. No. Good? Very good.
Even though Waheeda has been fairly inaccessible up to this point, She allows me to join her on a secret meeting with Javed. This is a rare moment for both of us, an opportunity to share an adventure without Ashiq. The family is not supposed to know about this, but of course, everybody does.
Você usa panas? Tem dentro de casa? Não é, eu tinha marcado. Pode ver se tem.
Did you ever kiss? Yes or no? Javed, yes or no? That's not. So, Ashiq.
Yeah.
What do you think right now? I would like to know about the situation in your family. What are they feeling or thinking about us, you and me?
Yeah, I think Waheeda and Masrat, I think they kind of know slowly now. I can just feel.
How do you feel?
When you are there, Waheeda is a little upset.
Yeah, I noticed that too. When are you going to tell them about us?
Yeah, I will find the time, I think. I will find the time in 7 days or, yeah. Really, I really don't have something like this right now in the mind. I don't think about this. I really want to finish my thing first.
The wedding?
Yeah.
No, I understand that. I feel extremely frustrated at this point. We are left alone with our problems and cannot talk to anyone about our relationship until after the wedding. Nearly a year has passed and we are finally on our way back to Kashmir. The wedding has been postponed several times due to recurring political problems. Now I'm curious to see how the preparations are coming along.
a lot of things need to be prepared for the wedding, including the renovation of our entire house. More gold items need to be purchased for both Waheeda and Javed. These are only the first wedding gifts, and I am already running low on cash. My sisters and I decided to go to Delhi for shopping, since everything is cheaper there. It's the first time that my sisters are out of Kashmir, and it's very exciting for them. Waheeda will need at least 20 dresses and gold jewelry worth approximately $3,500, and this is just the beginning. There are also other things such as shoes, shawls, makeup, invitation cards, food, and many cooks to pay for. The whole wedding will cost me around $15,000. It's all about not losing face in front of our relatives and neighbors.
Go ahead, no, meet and no. पहले क्या है तो नहीं बताया होगा सब बात
Even once my family has prepared everything, it will still take 2 more months to get ready for the actual ceremony. All all 400 invitations must be handed out in person. This is also traditional. Otherwise, no one of the guests would attend.
Yeah, not all when we just the like. Now we just the. Where did you go?
Today, the wedding officially begins, and we are bringing Javed these personal gifts: a fridge, a bed, a washing machine, and some smaller items. It has been raining on and off for 5 days. Everything is muddy and wet. We are all exhausted and worried that the wedding will turn into a disaster. But we carry on. Masrat says if the rain doesn't stop, she won't talk to God anymore. Both families celebrate separately, with their own relatives and friends. Only in the third wedding night, Javed comes to pick up Waheeda, and they officially see each other for the first time. Altogether, we celebrate 3 days without break and without sleep. For Waheeda, this is a difficult moment in life, and not just a happy one. She is under constant strain and has no time to herself. Friends and family surround her constantly. For 3 days straight, they eat, sing, and paint her arms, hands, and feet with henna. In the end, however, Waheeda is left alone with her own sadness and fear of leaving her birth family for good. Today, on the second wedding day, Javed's male relatives arrive to sign the marriage documents.
Zevrat yokur. Burada ahlaç şey. Lakat tiço. Tiço. Zevrat. Geçemeyi mümkün geçmeyi. Böyle falan sonra. Bismillah. Kalau sih bisa mesti.
Di kalas dir.
बराबर
It is a custom that the bride moves into the groom's home. She will stay with his family for the next 7 days. After that, she can return to her own family for 1 week or longer, depending upon how it's been negotiated. In our case, Waheeda is allowed to stay with us for 9 days. It will help her to make the transition into her new life smoother. Now that the wedding and the shooting is over, I finally decided to speak to my father about us. It has been very difficult for Dani to keep our relationship a secret all the time.
Just telling you the opinion of my sister. They were both But you would not have anything against us? I'm just worried about my father.
It feels to me that the father loves Ashiq, his only son, the most of all his children. I was sure to be safe when Ashiq and I agreed to tell him the truth.
But his response has created difficult questions for us. He agreed that we could marry, but only under one condition, that I must marry a second wife in Kashmir.
I am totally destroyed. As usual.
I realized that it wasn't that the family didn't like me. In their eyes, I just wasn't an appropriate candidate. A marriage with a Western woman meant that they would lose their son to another country, another world. One in which he might prefer to live. Ashiq's father has health problems and no health insurance or a pension. He's worried that he will find himself left alone after all his daughters have been given away. Ashiq asked me how I felt about his father's terms. I definitely said no. At the end of filming, we are now freed from our secret, but left to further negotiate the family's desires without abandoning our own.